This channel supports Extra Life and is a proud member of Team BJO. For more information on how you can support our efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network, please go to this video's description and click the links to find out more on how to donate and support the cause. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This your boy Blak Magus, and this ain't a car blog because I didn't want to wait till the morning to tell this story. I just want to get it over with now and get the ire and the angst and the anger out of my system. So it is currently 13 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, at the time of this. I actually just got off the phone with Amazon maybe an hour ago, but I had to go through and do some stuff. I'm actually still doing it. What am I doing? I'm canceling all of my video game orders so I could redo them, because Amazon's on some goddamn fuckery. Like, serious fuckery. Like, bullshit fuckery. So, here's the thing. Now, I use Amazon to order my games only because you get 20% off if you're a Prime member. And I'm a Prime member. I have a Prime membership. So when you order a physical copy of the game, you get 20% off. So you pay like $50 after shipping, after tax. You don't pay shipping on Prime. So that's a good deal, right? You know, it goes from $59.99 to $47.99, and then they usually charge $3 tax, which it ends up rounding out around $51, which, you know, hey, cheaper than going to the store. Cheaper than buying any place else that's going to charge you shipping. And you're generally guaranteed release day shipping. Now, I generally send it to a locker because it's safer that way. One, I'm not always home. That's a big problem. It's always going to be a big problem with Amazon because, you know, I live in an apartment building, and even though it's a closed door building, one, it's a weird setup to where they used to have a call box. They used to call your phone, and I could just tell them to leave it. And then, like, my neighbors, I'm cool with one of my neighbors, so they usually will take my package, and they will keep it until I'm ready to pick it up, right? All right, so that's cool. But they're not always home, and I don't want the post office to leave it, because the post office generally will leave it, even though I told the post office don't leave shit at my door if I'm not home, or if my neighbor's not home, then fucking take that shit back, hold it, and I'll come pick it up, because that would make sense, right? But nah, they don't do that. They just leave your shit, even though you told them you left instructions. And you know, this isn't generally a building where people take your shit, but hey, I'm spending $50, $60 for something. I don't want it to be stolen, you know, especially if it's a game that I'm really looking forward to. So I send it to the lockers. Now, never before had they said anything about lockers and release date shipping. So last 3 times I've ordered a game, they've delayed my game from shipping, and no one could really explain why. So what they would do is they would cancel and then reorder, and then it would ship, and I would get it the next day. So, you know, I was comfortable with that. Well, today, I was supposed to get Injustice 2. They charged me on the 15th for it, which generally, if you charge the day before it's released, it should arrive to you on release date. That's usually how Amazon works, but it didn't arrive, and today's the 17th. So I'll call in to figure out what the hell is going on again, to see if we could do this whole thing over. Well, I must have got the dumbest fucks that Amazon could have hired, because first guy tells me, oh, I don't know when it's going to ship, and I can't do anything to change that. Motherfucker, before you guys have always done we'll just cancel it and reorder it and ship it. He was like, no. In fact, we gave you a refund. Refund where? No one sent me an email or anything about a refund. What are you talking about? It's like, yeah, we refunded it. After, first of all, he tells me, no, I didn't pay for it yet. Again, motherfucker, I'm looking at my bank account. You guys took the money out. Then he tells me I can't order, pre-order to a locker. When has that been a policy? No one ever told me that before. If I couldn't pre-order through a locker, why on the 11th of May was I able to complete the pre-order? It should stop me, correct? I don't know. So, motherfucker, give me somebody who does know. Switches me over to this lady. This lady is rude as fuck, first of all. By the way, dude's kind of rude, too, because as I'm going through explaining everything to him, he goes, after I tell him that I've already paid for it, he was like, well, can I ask you a question? Why do you want it shipped now? Think about this, people. He asked me, why do I want them to go ahead and ship a product now that I've already fucking paid for? Ain't that what you're supposed to do? Ship something once a customer paid for it? Like, I couldn't believe he actually asked that question. It was so fucking dumb. And I was just through. But anyway, he switched me over to the next lady. She's worse. Because not only is she rude and condescending, but she's just, like, not listening to me. I'm telling her I've already paid for it. Ordered it on the 11th. You took the money on the 15th. It's not saying that it's shipping. Is it going to ship? All I'm trying to find out, people, is when are you going to ship my product? If there's a problem with shipping it that happened, cancel it and then ship it. And she's like, I can't do that. You've done this before when I've had issues with shipping. Why can't you do that all of a sudden? She's constantly telling me she cannot do anything about it. And that you're not allowed to pre-order games and send them to a locker. Which, again, never heard that before. Didn't have an issue until the last couple of times. Now all of a sudden I'm like, so when did this change? I don't know. Wait, you don't know when you guys changed your policy. You work for Amazon. And so I'm talking to her through this, and she's like, well, I didn't do it. I'm like, ma'am, I didn't say you personally did it. But this is the thing. You work for Amazon, right? So you understand how things work there. So therefore, you know what's going on. Why the fuck can't you give me an answer? Like, this, and I straight up said, the lie makes no sense that you don't know. Well, I'm not lying to you. I'm like, okay, if you're not lying to me, then explain to me, why are you telling me this? Well, this is how it is. I was like, okay, so does it make sense to you to pay for something and it not be shipped, even know to never notify you that you're not allowed to have it shipped someplace, even though they've already charged it? This bitch says, yes, that makes sense to me. So it makes sense to her for them to allow a customer to order a product in a method that, according to her, is against their policy. Not only that, you accept the order, you charge them, and then you don't ship them the product. That makes sense to her. That made sense to her. If I could have reached my hand through my cell phone or like virtually shifted, my fucking foot up her ass, wherever she was, I would have gladly done it. Because I'm like, okay, so that makes sense to you. So clearly, you're not good at customer service because you don't understand what the fuck is going on right now. So I need to move up to somebody else who actually knows what they're doing. And so I'm like, give me somebody else. She's like, sure. Now, this is where she makes it worse for herself. Because I get the next person, and the next person is actually good. The next person was nice, considerate. She explained everything to me, and she was like, yeah, this shouldn't have happened this way. I'm sorry, apologize for that. She went through and saw if she could do anything. Then she realized that part of the reason that the product didn't ship was because they were out of it. They were already out of stock by now, by today. Something that no one else could have told me. You're telling me you can't do the reorder? No, it's not that you can't. It's because you're out and you don't want to admit that you're out. She was the last lady, knew what she was doing. She was honest. She was forthcoming. She didn't bullshit me. She was more than willing to send me the policy. She was like, I'm not sure when this started. I'm sorry. And it shouldn't have like allowed you to order it. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to try to take care of this. You know, she was nice. And she was like, well, what we could do is we could try to reorder it first. This was before she told me that it was out of stock. She was like, I know you were offered that before. I'm like, what do you mean I offered that before? No, I asked the lady, and she was like, yeah, the lady before told me that she offered that to you. I'm like, I asked her and the previous person about that. Neither one of them said they were able to do it. They said, in fact, they're not allowed to do it. And she was like, well, no, she told me that. I'm like, she never made that offer. So not only was this bitch rude and condescending, but she lied to her supervisor to make sure that she don't get in trouble. So she in trouble because I fucking made sure to make that point known. And you know they record these calls. So that bitch in trouble. And that's what she get. I don't care. Fuck her. Fuck her, like, dearly. Anyway. So the lady was like, well, I can't do anything about the order because we're out of stock. But here's what I could do. Like, we're going to cancel this. You'll get your money back. And I was like, well, if I do order this again, am I still going to get the, like, she was like, you can order it digitally. I'm like, well, is it possible to get the discount, the 20%? She was like, well, I don't know if you'll be able to do that because generally they don't do that, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a $20 gift certificate, and you get $20 off on your next purchase, regardless of what it is. Okay, that is acceptable. Fine. She apologized again. It was just very, very frustrating. I don't understand what they're doing with their training, but the training was it made no sense. It made no sense. Now I'm gonna try and see if I can order it digitally. She said that it should give me the $20 off. If it don't, I will call back. But it's a shame that this went the way it did because I never used to have this issue with Amazon. And it feels bad because Amazon had always been like my go-to guys. They've always been a trusted source. I've had like no issues whatsoever before until this year. It's like all of a sudden now Amazon just wants to give me shit, and I don't know. It's like they're good. Like generally when you order from Amazon, most people will attest to this. You place your order, it's taken care of immediately. You get your stuff quickly as possible. Boom. But it's just like with video games in particular, they've been dropping the ball lately, and I don't know. I don't appreciate it. It's not cool. But, they give you the 20% off. That's the only reason I really go there. But now what I've had to do is because all of my other pre-orders or things like that, I set to go to the locker. I've had to cancel all of those. I'm redoing those orders, so they'll have to come to my house, which, again, and like the lady said, she knows it's not the safest method, but that's the way it is. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I just wish that they would do the digital percentage off instead of like making it for the delivery. Because if they did it on all video game sale, digital or physical, that would be great. Again, this is one reason why I've never gone full digital, because I feel like it's a shame that you don't get a discount for something that's not presented. You're not paying for packaging or anything like that like you would with a physical copy. Yet I can get a physical copy shipped to me for free, discounted. But I can't get a discount on something that all your overhead is pretty much, to the minimum as a company. It makes no sense. when they finally decide that it's a wise idea to discount all digital copies, I'm all in. Until then, hey, I just have to guess I have to deal with the frustration, or maybe I have to wait until the game comes out and then order it and hope that I will get a copy shipped to me. Just dumb. Just dumb. It's very, very dumb. But anyway, that's my frustration. That's my blog for the evening, I guess. Anyway, as always, you guys feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak Magus, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.